An invoice is like a receipt, okay? Except it doesn't show a payment. How many of you have ever ordered something online? And you get a box, and inside the box is your stuff that you ordered, and then a piece of paper that lists everything on it that you ordered. The quantity, what it is, where it's going, where it's from, all that information. That's an invoice. Okay? That is an invoice. How many of you know what where the warehouse is at Buckeye? Okay? That place is the place every day he has to, when he gets deliveries, he has to pull the invoice out and he has to keep track of every little thing that comes to Buckeye. Okay? He has to take care of what gets shipped in the invoice. Because sometimes you order something, and if you order a bunch of stuff, you'll get an invoice, but it will only have half of your stuff. So you have to keep track of what you ordered and what comes, so that if they forget to ship something, you know, and you don't pay for it. Okay? It's very, very important. The invoice lists what is actually received, not what is ordered and paid for. Does that make sense? Now, trade discounts. Trade discounts. A trade discount of 2010. What does that mean? Well, we just took a pop quiz that said it means 20% off and 10% off. Who receives trade discounts? Business people. Where? Buy to make, resell. Yeah, give me an example. Cardboards to make boxes, and they sell boxes. Yeah, they'll get their cardboard at a trade discount. How many of you plan to leave here? I'm trying to think of what labs you guys are in. Okay, and like work on like cars or electrician, tractors, construction, yeah, outdoor power. You buy your parts and you work for a company, okay, a business. Do you have to pay the same price for that part that I do when I go to the store to buy that part? No. You get a trade discount. Because it's your trade, you're going to fix something, then you're going to, you know, it's not yours. You get to receive things at a discount. For instance, a construction company goes to a hardware. They own a business. They'll get their supplies at a trade discount, Okay, they'll get their tools at a discount. Those types of things you get at a trade discount. Different companies have different discounts. Now, a 2010 discount. I'm a math teacher, so if I go to a store, I'm not sure what stores give teacher discounts, but if I go to a store and I buy a $150 calculator and they say, since you're a teacher, we'll give you a 2010 discount, okay, because you're a teacher. So if I buy a $150 calculator, I buy a new Inspire, okay, $150 calculator, how much do I have to pay if they take 20% off and then 10% off? Is it the same as 30%? No. Okay, so first thing I have to do is calculate what 20% discount is. Well, 10% is $15, so 20% is $30. So 20% off, I get $30 off. Then I have to take that $30, subtract it from 150, and I get 120, and then I take 10% off, which is another $12. So my total discount is $42 or $12 from 120. So how much do I have to pay for my calculator? $108. If they were to give me, I know this is a common mistake, a 30% discount, $150. Okay, you don't add 20 to 10 because 30% discount would be $45 discount. Is that the same thing? No. It'd be better than a 2010. Yes.
That'd be awesome. Somebody makes a mistake.
That's right.
Get an extra $3 off.
What's the point of a 20% discount?
What's the point?
Yeah.
I don't really know. That's a good question. I don't know. I know, for instance, the only time I've ever seen it is if, and we'll talk about this more later. For instance, if you get a bill, and it'll say 2010, you get 20% off if you pay within 10 days. You'll get 10% off, an extra 10% off if you pay within 5 or something like that. Like on bill pay how often, how quickly you pay. I think that's a little bit different though, but I don't know. I've never dealt with a trade discount other than a 10% discount or something like that. Now, using complements. That method we talked about was calculating each discount separately. There's another method called using complements. You can use complements. What is a complement? Well, no, it's not that you look nice today. In math, it's the opposite, or the complement of it. So if I have a 2010 discount on my $150 calculator, I can use the complement. Well, what is the complement of 20%? What is the amount that I have to pay? 80. So the complement is just 100 minus 20, because 100% minus 20% is 80. What's the complement of 10%? 90. Once you find the complements, change your percentage to decimals and multiply them. So I have 0.8 times 0.9. 0.72. Now take 0.72 and multiply it by the amount of your calculator. How much are you paying for your calculator? $108. So that one may be a little bit quicker. Okay, it's the same amount, it's just a different way to find the answer. Just like killing a deer. You can kill it with a bow or you can kill it with a gun, getting the same answer. Or an arrow, you don't really kill it with a bow. I guess you could start hammering it in the head or something. Just run it over with your proper car. Alright, we're going to do an example of one more method. This is using a table. Now this table is table 9.3 in your book. So if you open up your book, turn to page 324, up at the top, it's table 9.3. If I have a 10-10 discount, how do I use the table? Well, I go to the left side, the 10 column, or left side and find 10, and then I go to the right and I find 10 again. What is a 10-10 discount?
I don't find, where's that at?
On page 324 at the top.
Alright.
Okay, table 9.3, go to the left and find 10, and then go over the columns so you find another 10, and you should have 0.81, which isn't the complement of 10, 90, and 0.9 times 0.9 is 0.81, and there it is. So you can use the table as well. Number 22 could be 0.81 using the table. That's on page 323. 324.
What's
Okay.
the difference between using that and using actual 10-10 over to the 10%?
Wait a minute, what? Oh, because that is a 10-10-10 discount. Okay, a 10-10-10 discount, we're going to do one of those in just a second. Okay, now use the table too if you can find a 10-20 discount. What's the 10-20 discount? Or
72.72.
0.72. Now, what is that called? This number right here, I forgot to tell you. What's that number called? Anybody remember in the reading? Net cost equivalent. The cost equivalent of it, 0.72 of a dollar. 72 cents for every dollar. The net cost equivalent. For every dollar of the item you buy, you have to pay 72 cents for every dollar that it's priced. Net cost equivalent. So when the directions say using complements of single discounts, find the net cost equivalent, they're asking for that number. Now, if you have 3, okay, you can use the table if they have it. Do they have a 10, 5, 20? Yeah, they do. 10, 5, 20 is 0.684. Okay, that's when they have 3. You can also do the complements. You can take 0.9 times 0.95 times 0.8, and you get the same thing. Okay? 0.684. And that's it. That's all the trade discounts are. The discounts on merchandise you buy if you're in a trade. Your homework is on page 325 through 26. It's 20 through 60 even. 20 through 60 even. You guys have the rest of your work. You might get that.
There it is. What was the number?
20 through